Every day across India, families sitting outside an ICU are handed a terrifying assignment. They open their phones and send a plea into the digital void. Urgent blood required. Please share. India collects 14.6 million units of blood annually, meeting national needs with 70% voluntary donations. But mapping its location reveals a crisis. City hospitals hold surpluses, while patients an hour away are trapped in blood deserts with zero compatible stock. In the crucial first 10 minutes of a crisis, the family is dropped into a total information vacuum. They frantically scour outdated portals, call unanswered blood banks, and chase leads for donors who are recently donated or medically ineligible. Look at this hospital ward. The medical staff are performing precise, intense clinical work to keep a trauma victim stable. Meanwhile, the patient's relatives are forced into a chaotic administrative scramble, coordinating complex medical logistics from a waiting room chair. The burden of finding, verifying, and transporting a temperature-sensitive medical product is currently outsourced to a terrified family. This information vacuum engineers panic. At the exact moment a family requires clarity, the system hands them total uncertainty. A predictive blood grid replaces this chaotic social network with a centralized intelligence layer. Instead of making 20 frantic calls, a relative speaks a single sentence to a voice assistant, stating the hospital, the required blood group, component, and urgency. A central AI node processes live variables across the grid, filtering inventory, calculating transport times, and verifying eligibility. Within seconds, the system generates a single actionable result, a guaranteed match at a verified facility with a locked-in delivery time. This targeted matching bypasses the need to spam exhausted or ineligible donors. The grid only triggers a human alert if the specific component isn't already in a nearby refrigerator. In a medical crisis, logistical clarity acts as medicine. It halts a family's panic before the blood even leaves the refrigerator. Digital availability is useless if the blood cannot survive the journey. Look at this traffic. Moving a temperature-sensitive medical product through this environment is a severe challenge. The AI Logistics Control Tower evaluates these physical barriers in real time. It checks weather and road conditions to dispatch optimal transport, whether an ambulance via an emergency corridor or a drone for hard-to-reach rural districts. Families and doctors see a live blood ETA system. They can track the unit like a food delivery app, watching it move from cross-matching to dispatch, replacing anxiety with radical transparency. This image of medical workers processing stacks of blood bags points to a massive scale of predictable demand. Thalassemia transfusions, cancer treatments, and scheduled surgeries are all events that we can see coming. A predictive demand engine analyzes hospital schedules and seasonal disease cycles to route blood for these needs days in advance. Fulfilling routine demand in advance removes these requests from the emergency queue entirely. This shrinks the volume of system-wide panic, reserving rapid response resources for sudden trauma. Quiet efficiency is replacing the frantic search. The system is moving toward a reality where coordination happens invisibly in the background. The grid protects these donors. By replacing midnight emergency alerts with a respected, consent-based life cycle, the system prevents donor burnout and honors their contribution. These organized rows of blood bags represent a solution rooted in data architecture and logistical design. We have the blood. We simply need the grid to see it. A truly developed healthcare system quietly coordinates logistics, so citizens do not have to beg for their survival. No family should have to hunt for blood at the worst moment of their life. India must replace the WhatsApp panic network with a predictive blood grid by design.